guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. A great big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. All right, so in this monthly edition of Crack the Vault, I'm going to go slightly off script. I think that's the phrase, where I'm not going to show you anything, but if what I'm going to show you is something that you'd like to see a tutorial for, then let me know. And once I show you the completed projects, you'll understand what I mean. So the two projects I am going to be showing you is a traveler's notebook size as well as an A5 size. Now, I used to make laminated traveler's notebooks years ago when I had my Etsy shop, so I have a bunch of these things on stock. This is the A5 size, all dot grid. The dot grid's a little wide for my taste, but it still works. And dot grid actually is my favorite type of notebook. I prefer it even over a lined notebook. And this came in a set of 5, I believe. And then this came in a set of 3, of course, all through Amazon. If I can find them, because again, I bought these years ago, I'll link them below. But you know, if you can get this sort of similar thing from like a Dollar Tree or whatever, get it there. Get it wherever you can get it the cheapest. We just don't have that here. In the 3-pack that this came in, it had this one, which is just a little heavier than copier paper, but it's this cream color. And then there's one of craft paper, again, definitely a little weightier than copier paper. And then the one I'll show you that I actually altered, and that's what this is. Oh my goodness. Before I forget, this is a collab hosted by Poet Spice, where every third Friday of the month, a bunch of us, and all of their channels will be linked below, crack the vault. So we either use things that we have not used for at least 6 months, or we use things that we've had for 6 months and never used at all. And so it's really a continuation of last year's use your stash, burn your stash, something. I can't remember what I ate for breakfast. I couldn't certainly remember. It's something I did last year. But that's what it is. It's just using up your stuff in creative ways. All of the ladies involved in this collab are very talented crafters, so definitely go ahead and check out their channel. I tend to deviate from what I see because a lot of them do crafts and card making. A lot of mine tends to like the journaling side of things because I no longer do crafts like I used to. But that's all of that information. Again, they're all linked below. So let me show you some of my completed work. All right, so for the A5 size one, and actually I will be taking these to work and using them. I needed some notebooks. I found these in my stash. I thought, well, why not alter them to make them pretty? And so for this one, what I did was used this coloring book. I bought this in the beginning of when I rediscovered my coloring hobby, and I realized over time that while I love the artwork in here, I have no inclination to color it. So I actually have been using this in my crafting videos because the paper is good and the line art is interesting to look at. I just don't necessarily want to color it. So what I did was I cut paper down to size, and it wrapped around here because it wouldn't go around the full thing. And then I did another piece. And on the back end, I have a pocket here. And then on the front side, I have a pocket here. And this is just because when I used my X-Acto knife and cut it out of the book, it gave me this raw edge, and I kind of liked that. And so I can stick some stickers in here if I want to. Now, originally, I was going to tip in pages to be as a divider, but my measuring skills have never been great. And so I cut it way too short. So instead of tipping it in so that it can actually work as a page that you could use both sides on, I just actually used double-sided adhesive and taped it in here. And I can either color this or I can leave it as is, but this is where I'm putting my tabs on here. And this is just some tabs I picked up from Amazon. And so as you can see, I've got 3 pages in here where I've just taped in some coloring pages that I cut, again, way too small. I didn't measure how many pages it was. I just kind of split it in thirds, and then here is the last one. And so it took a very plain notebook, makes it really interesting. I'm pretty sure this was rather inexpensive, and if you can get something similar where you are, because again, the size doesn't matter. As long as the paper that you're using covers it, or you can do some patchwork on it, it really is just about covering something and making it look different. So I think this looks really pretty, really elegant, and yet it's fully functional. I also think by using coloring book pages, if you were thinking about creating a coloring book journal, this would be the perfect opportunity, because again, you could leave the line art, you can color this in, you can test some things on it. That'd be entirely up to you. But that's the first thing that I altered. Again, these things have been in my stash for a while. This coloring book I picked up in January 2021, and then these little pieces here are just things that I've had in my stash. For this one right here, I did take the lined notebook and I created this. Now, you'll be surprised or interested that I created this out of Sticky Club envelopes. So the envelopes are like this, and there's several different colors, and the insides are beautiful paper. And so what I've done is I've taken it and pulled it apart so that it flaps open to just one single piece of paper, and I use that as the front cover. And then on the inside, as you can see, I just taped this down. I didn't create a pocket from here. This is a Sticky Club notebook that I got. It is glue bound at the top. This is not postage style, so it's just a free hanging notebook, but I glued this in just using double-sided tape on the back of this so that I have a little place that I can rip things off when I don't need it anymore. This is a what's it called? A hidden paper clip that I made in last month's Crack the Vault video. I've used washi, and I will need to tape that down here and here that I folded over to kind of clean up my edges. I used washi on this binding here, if that's what it's called. And then back here, I used another envelope. So you can see where this was that one envelope, and I just kind of covered it as far as I could. I did make it an actual pocket in the back here, because this is actually the back of the notebook. And then I used another envelope, as you can see here, and I'm just using the Advent piece. Oh, sorry, I'm all over the place. In November, I ordered, or maybe even October, I ordered the Advent Sticky Club calendar, where every day for 25 days you got a sticker sheet in one of these envelopes, and so it all has numbers on it, so the numbers correspond to the actual day, and I'm just using that as a closure. It's tacky enough where it will stick, but it's not as tacky that it'll actually rip the page underneath. I liked the look of this, so I did not keep this as an envelope, but then on the inside here, I did tip in where this is a freestanding envelope. And then on the inside of each of these, because I have several, I have a sticker sheet. Now what I plan to use this for, it's mostly list making, but I can include a sticker here or there. I can write some notes down for myself if I need to. This is for work. It's not going to be kept forever and a day, but I have to say, using my stuff and making it look pretty motivates me to want to use it. And so I've got another one here. Again, with more stickers, it's tipped in, so it's absolutely freestanding. And then the third one, again, tipped in, absolutely freestanding with more stickers. And the stickers actually correspond to the look of this. And then this is just some elastic that I had, again, from my Traveler's Notebook days to keep it closed. Because I love seeing a well-used journal, but I don't like things sitting open like a gator mouth. That's actually always bothered me. And then I decorated the front here with just some stickers and ephemera that I had on hand. Well, that is the end of this video. Again, if you are interested in actually seeing the process of me doing the Traveler's Notebook, the A5, or both, definitely let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, well, that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.